Alright, another best friend ranking, this time on the final one for Vrains, it's Soulburner or Takeru Homura, or for the English dub, Theodore Hamilton, which I do not know why they name him that way. But anyway, like usual, anime appearances on base form first. In this case, we have no evolved forms for any of them, but because this is Salan Great we're talking about, that's his archetype, they all have something called reincarnation summon, where you would use the monster to summon the same copy of that monster. Unfortunately, not all of them have done a reincarnation summon, but some of them have a different form with a reincarnation summon, so I'll be counting that as well. And unfortunately, Soulburner has never summoned a Synchro monster in the anime, so we do not get to see him with a Synchro here, so unfortunately that Synchro monster doesn't count. And yes, he's the best friend because he's the 2800 attack ace monster. His ace is that being Salan Great Pyro Phoenix, technically supposed to be the main ace because Link 4 2800 attack. Heat Lyle the second main ace, and then we got the non-Link monster ace monsters like Emerald Eagle, Violet Chimera, Mirage Stallo, and Blaze Dragon. Still unfortunately no Synchro for Soulburner since he did not summon one in the anime, so I can't count the Synchro monster that they made years later, but at least he has a good amount of ace monsters. Too bad no Exceed with 2800 attack, which was kind of weird. But in that, just remember this is based on my opinion, and a bit tough because I really like Salan Great as an archetype and the concept of it. But in that, no more wasting time and let's begin. On the bottom of my list, which is number 6, it's Mirage Stallo. Based on the stallion, like all Salan Greats, based on a specific animal with fire theme in it, but the least favorite one of mine in this list, and the least coolest. I do like the flames of Mirage Stallo, and also the armor plating, especially the gem on the chest, but in that, it's the least of my favorite of the Salan Great ace monsters that Soulburner have. Still pretty cool though, but just the least favorite of all the ace monsters that Soulburner have. Number 5, it's Salan Great Violet Chimera. Based on its name, it's of course based on the Chimera, but it's a little weird based on its name since it doesn't have 3 heads, but I do love the blue flame wings, like it's a reincarnated flame wings. Unfortunately, this one has never reincarnated summon either. The weird limbs is a little weird. I can only assume that's the head bit of the Chimera. I love the flame core on its chest. The head design doesn't look too bad, and the lance blade arm. A little cooler than Mirage Stallo, but overall not as cool as the rest of them. But one thing I do like from this Salan Great is that it doesn't follow the red fire theme compared to the rest of the Salan Greats. This one is purple, hence the name Violet, and the blue flames. The reincarnated flames basically, even though this was not reincarnated summoning. Number 4, it's Salan Great Heat Leo. Based on the name, of course based on the Leo or the lion, and this one looks pretty menacing, especially the claws. I actually love the head looking claws. It actually looks pretty cool. The head design looks pretty cool, especially the armor bits. I kind of love the armor bits on Heat Lyle, but then you reincarnate him, it looks even cooler because, well, the flames show up. I especially love the flames on the head. That just looks pretty awesome. Number 3, Salan Great Blaze Dragon. Of course, based on the dragon, and I really like this design in a way. Sure, it's very skinny for a dragon, but it looks pretty cool. I love the armor design. The blazing wings, I definitely love. I love the core on the chest. Of course, doesn't really follow the Salan Great theme since it does have the blue armor instead, but overall pretty cool. But when you reincarnate it, it looks even cooler with the super huge blue ass wings. I just love the reincarnated wings here. Reminds me of Cypher Dragon in a way. It just looks really cool. I love the wing armor too. Just looks pretty awesome. Love the green on its armor too, but I kind of wish that it stays a little red for the blaze theme. For my number 2, it's Emerald Eagle. Of course, it's the eagle, and based on the name Emerald, of course it has the green emerald theme to it, and I really love the design, especially the armor design. It just looks really awesome. Wing design just looks great as well. I love the emerald theme on its armor as well. Just looks really awesome. Too bad no reincarnation of it, so we don't get to see different colored flame, but based on the artwork of the card itself, of course the flame is going to be red. Kind of wish it's blue so it matches with the green emerald, but overall still a very cool looking boss monster. I really love the green theme of Emerald Eagle. And so far all these boss monsters have a little theme where they have a different colored armor to it that is not completely all flaming fire. Finally, to my number 1, it's of course the last one on the list, Pyro Phoenix. Pyro Phoenix just looks really cool. Looks a little humanoid than an actual phoenix, but it does have the phoenix theme to it, especially the armor aesthetic. And I kind of like the cloth themed phoenix armor on it. The head design definitely looks pretty cool, especially the phoenix theme to it. In regular form, I love the phoenix flame red wings, especially the shape of the wings. I just like how it's shaped like a phoenix. And then when it gets reincarnated, it has blue blue wings. I love the blue flame wings. And I love how the blue flame wings still shaped like it's a phoenix, and still love the cloak with it too. It just looks like super Pyro Phoenix. In fact, in the anime they call this super reincarnation summon because the red flame wings turns into the blue flame wings, and I just love it. So overall, I think this is the coolest of the Salan Great Ace monsters, aka Soulburner's Ace monsters. In fact, since this is reincarnation, it's actually very fitting that it's a phoenix. So even more fitting that this is the main ace. So that's it for my rankings for Soulburner's Ace monsters. What do you guys think of it? Remember, this is based on my opinion, so this is just my ranking, so go ahead and tell me how would you rank them in anime appearances only. Unfortunately, he never summoned a Synchro in the anime, and the Synchro showed up too long later. We even got a cooler looking Phoenix, which I would have to assume it's a new form of this one, but it's not a Link 5, so that was a little weird. But hey, at least we finally got a Synchro for Salan Great that has 2800 attack, and it's kind of weird that he doesn't have a Exceed with 2800 attack but does have Exceed monsters, but has one with 2300 attack that matches Heat Lio. But anyway, tell me how would you rank these, and what do you guys think of the list? And is Salan Great one of your favorite archetypes, which is one of my favorites, but I never built the deck. Still a bit tempted to build it, but in that's it for this, and that's the last of the best friends.